Have you ever stared at a wall? The weight of a single word. No. Crushing you? It's a universal feeling, that sting of rejection. Maybe it's a manuscript returned. An experiment that yielded nothing but smoke. A business proposal dismissed with a polite smile. The world seems to shrink. Your aspirations feel foolish. And the path forward is shrouded in a dense fog of self-doubt. You pour your soul into something, nurture it with late nights and early mornings, only to see it fall short. In that moment, it's easy to believe that this is the end of the line, that your potential has a ceiling, and you've just slammed your head against it. The silence that follows the failure can be deafening, echoing with questions of what if and what now. But what if that no isn't a period but a comma? What if this gut-wrenching moment is not an ending, but a necessary, albeit painful, part of the story? History is a library of such stories, filled with protagonists who met their monsters of failure and refused to be devoured. Think of a young physicist whose doctoral thesis was initially dismissed as irrelevant, a man who would later redefine our understanding of space and time. That was Albert Einstein. Picture a workshop filled with thousands of burnt-out filaments, each one a testament to a method that didn't work, before a single bulb finally cast a steady, world-changing glow. Thomas Edison knew that each failure was simply a discovery of what not to do. These are not tales of supernatural talent, but of relentless human spirit. They are reminders that the greatest minds were not those who never stumbled, but those who learned to see the stumble as part of the dance. Then something shifts. A spark flickers in the darkness. Perhaps it's a quote you read, a memory of why you started, or just the stubborn refusal to let a setback write your final chapter. The fog begins to lift, not because the path has magically cleared, but because you've decided to take a step anyway. You stand up, dust yourself off, and the dejection in your eyes is replaced by a glint of determination. The rejected manuscript is opened again, not with despair, but with a critical eye. The failed experiment's notes are reviewed, not as a record of defeat, but as a map of wrong turns. This is the pivot. It's the moment you reclaim your narrative, understanding that the raw material of your greatest success is often the wreckage of your last attempt. With newfound energy, you pick up the pen, you reset the lab equipment, you rewrite the business plan. The work begins anew. And then, it happens. The email you receive starts with, "Congratulations." The experiment yields the data you've been chasing. The project is greenlit. A smile spreads across your face, not just of relief, but of profound understanding. You see your journey not as a straight line from A to B, but as a winding, challenging, and ultimately beautiful ascent. You look back at the moment of failure, and you no longer see a wall, but a stepping stone. It wasn't an obstacle in your path. It was the path itself, because true success isn't the absence of failure. It's the mastery of it, the art of turning every stumble into a step forward, proving that the deepest valleys are what make the view from the summit so breathtaking.